It's already on for you.
Check, check, 1, 2, yeah.
Brilliant. Greetings, good evening. Thank you for making it out on a Tuesday evening to absorb, to chat dance hall. Welcome to Yard and Abroad. It's an official event as part of the Aus Dancehall Fest 2025. It's an inaugural event. That means it's the first of many to come. And it's proudly presented by Jungle City and the Aus Dancehall dance community, many of whom are here this evening. Something to know, we are being filmed this evening, but the filming is at the panel. So if you don't want to be filmed, perhaps let somebody know, but we're actually not filming in the audience either, so you are anon. This festival offers a platform for a growing community of dancers, DJs, and creatives. It's also a call to action at a crucial time for the dancehall community. Whether you're a beginner or professional, it's a call to make spaces, to collaborate, and to learn from each other about the roots of the culture. Naturally, it will also provide plenty of space for those people who love to show off to an audience. And that's where all of you come in. So welcome to all of you this evening. And it is so brilliant to see all of your faces from different communities, dance and outside dance community, for those people who might be watching on the link as well. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time today to get to know your dance hall community, to get to really know it. My name is Lauren Mullings, and I'm honored to be here as an artist, as a producer, as the outgoing CEO of a multicultural organization, and as a woman that was raised between cultures, who loves to get involved in any kind of chat, anything about art, reggae music, resistance, power dynamics, navigating cultures, and Black liberation. My life, like all of the panelists you will hear from today, has been rooted in, shaped by the sound, the style, and the spirit of Jamaica. That is the same spirit that my father carried with him out of Spanish Town in the 60s to London, and then here to Bunurong land, Wurundjeri land, where we're sitting today. When Kat and the team at Jungle City first started talking to me about the ideas behind Yard and Abroad, I said yes without even thinking about it. And it's because people always want to connect with aspects of Jamaican culture. But I also know the community here doesn't always get the chance to be heard in conversation, let alone to gain the respect as the leaders in reggae and dancehall that they are. And for those leaving Yard to come abroad, sometimes they find out that Jamaicans don't generally have a right to their cultural product. That means they might see people with no connection to their culture making money or getting kudos for their hard work and their knowledge. And now this runs deeper than just making a living, because separating you from the things that you need to be connected to, your community and your practices, the things that revitalize you, can be taken away as part of our existence on colonized land. So when Jungle City and the Aus dance community and the elders and the pioneers make time for conversation, real magic can happen. We reclaim, we educate, we emancipate ourselves, we grow in our knowledge together, and we deepen our respect for each other across cultures. I want to pay my respects today to the Bunurong and Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians, First Nations people that might be watching or here, and all the First Peoples art makers fighting to safeguard your sacred stories, spaces, and practices sometimes without recognition, sometimes without pay. Through your dignity, I'm reminded of our own personal accountability to credit, to acknowledge, to uplift, mature, tell our stories, only our stories, and to join in the journey to formal recognition of treaty on these beautiful Aboriginal lands. Always was, always will be.
Aboriginal land.
As we lean into dancehall a bit deeper today, I hope we can also go on a bit of a journey together to understand its unmovable connection to Jamaican culture and also to the Jamaican language. I want to welcome you in to reason with us, which means talking up our own perspectives, listening, responding. Reasoning is about recognizing that many opinions can exist at the same time, and conflicting opinions can also be held. We won't always agree, but we can agree to explore together. Now, a distinctive part of Jamaica, as you know, is the Jamaican language, patois, and it's a language that is spoken through embodiment. Patois, like dancehall, can be raw, direct, expressive, and emotional, but also loving and gentle and passionate. Now, you may not always agree with anyone's words, but do you hear what they are saying? Reasoning is a way to make sense of dancehall culture, if you're prepared to listen openly. And of course, another way to make sense of dancehall culture is to listen to Jamaicans themselves, such as this incredible, not just any Jamaicans, but the incredible pioneers of dancehall that you see on this panel today. Following our panel chat, we'll be exploring some short films that are going to be screened behind us here, which explore the prompt, what dancehall is, like what it actually is. There will be a cash prize of $500 up for grabs. And we hope that you, the audience, will join us to select a People's Choice Award, which you'll be able to do using a prompt on the screen. It'll come up at the end. And we're also open to questions. There's going to be a QR code behind us. So if you want to submit your questions for this panel after you heard everybody talk, then please do that. Please scan the QR code. If you want to hear more about the Aus Dancehall Festival, you can head to the website, Jungle City's website, or better still, stick around after this gig, have a chat to everybody, ask questions, make friends, and keep the positive vibes going forward. Finally, today is part of a bigger partnership with Cypher Culture, which is a non-profit that empowers street dance communities, and also the Arts Centre Melbourne and the City of Melbourne. And I just want to say a massive shout out to Susan Forrester and Simon and Simeon, who are doing really good work modelling how arts institutions can build trust with communities like this, and bringing us closer to the questions about who makes art and for who and where. Right. This panel is a celebration. We are here to honor Jamaican culture in its fullness, complexity, brilliance, and also to honor these Jamaicans you see on my left and their hard work, as well as the many people that have made contributions to dancehall as a genre, an art form, an expression, whether it's through their parents or their cousins, as in their parents and cousins of dancehall, not their parents or their cousins, that's fine as well. Sound system, reggae culture, visual art, film, language, fashion. We're here to talk about what the real and raw energy of a tiny island looks like when it travels across oceans and makes its mark. This powerful effect is why Jamaicans say we talawa, which means we're small, but we're mighty. Dancehall is undeniably, unapologetically Jamaican, and it's an unstoppable worldwide success. But even in all that brilliance, Jamaican culture is easily and too often misrepresented, watered down, or co-opted, especially when it leaves yard. So today, we're also going to have to ask some tough questions. Questions like, who gets to represent Jamaican culture? Who gets to tell the story? Who benefits from it? How do we deal with bad mind energy, envy, gatekeeping, misrepresentation, without letting go of the things that make us happy, the joy and the unity? And who better to ask these questions to than our all Jamaican panel, who I'm about to introduce. So whether you grew up on bashment parties, sound system clashes, tapes from your uncle's show, or just relate to the tensions of growing up between identities and cultures, it made me tired thinking about it. This conversation is for all of we, and it will go where it goes. Now, a warning, this is Jamaicans. We're going to shoot from the hip, but that's how we talk, and we will be keeping it real. So let's run this. Introducing our guest today, Latonya Style. Latonya walks some different worlds. Latonya is undeniably one of Jamaican's most renowned and distinguished dance instructors and practitioners. She tours extensively across the globe, spreading authentic dancehall culture in faraway places in Asia, Australia, Europe, South America, following leaving her corporate job in the Cayman, is that right? Mm-hmm. For choreographing and touring with top dancehall artists, she has graced major stages across the world with some artists. Can you tell us who they are, Latonya? Can you name drop that? Mr. Vegas. Do it in the mic, babes.
Oh, it's on. Okay. No, I didn't tour with him. But I toured with Mr. Vegas, Mr. Lexus, Mr. Lex, and the others I just work with them while in Jamaica or internationally. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Just them then.
Oh, Shauna as well.
Okay. She's the founder of Dance Jamaica, Dance JA, a talent and entertainment organization. She launched the first website, highlighting dancers worldwide with videos of dancehall steps from A to Z, developed her own original dance moves, and she published 2 books, one that I'm holding up here, Stylish Moves, which is your own, that's your own,
Yes.
your own moves in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, your own moves, her own style.
And the book is in collaboration with Robin.
And the book is in collaboration with Robin Clare, the artist, so I'll introduce in a moment. And this book here, Female Dancehall Theory, which is spectacular. If you haven't seen it yet, you need to get this now. Haha. She's an inspiration to other female dancers to strive for excellence within the performing arts. Latonya's passion to dance and educate and entertain has become a driving force as she works to achieve her goals. She endeavors to become a woman of credit, I think you were already there, in the entertainment industry, maintaining excellence, professionalism, and I'm told she's always on time. Yeah. Always. To my left, need no other introduction, Stig Mareebo, a remarkable figure in the music and entertainment scene, wearing multiple hats, including this one today, in his illustrious career. He's not only the voice, personality, and driving force behind some of the most iconic music and radio moments in town, but he's also the founder of the Jamaican Music and Food Festival in Melbourne, Australia, right here in Naarm, and also one of the producers or lead producer on the Heavy Congress Sound System movement and the Heavy Congress Sound System events, which I hope you're going to do a plug for later on. Now, you don't know, but in the 90s, Stick was a major figure. And I need to set the scene for this because actually you don't understand what a big deal this was. This was the only black man I ever saw on, on radio in this country. But he was Fox FM's renowned Hot 30 Countdown host. Is that right? Mm-hmm. And then he spread himself across the radio. He was on Australia Radio Network, Mix 101.1. But I know that Stick also spent a long time touring artists in his country, some really early collaborations when there was nobody else bringing people out here and building communities and spaces. He brought out and worked with some of the industry's biggest stars, including Pink, Avril Lavigne, Shaggy, Destiny's Child, Human Nature, just to name a few. And then he toured artists and music events and introduced the community here to people like Taurus Riley, Bushman. Can you give me some more?
Yeah, Tana, Kimani Marley, Anthony B, Maccabee, Mad Professor, General Levy, Sister, oh, she's coming, Sister Nancy. I'll let the cat out of the bag there. And
Embargo.
Queen Amiga, yeah, big one.
Just to name a few, just to name a few. He's also the proud founder of Stick Mareebo Productions, the driving force behind the Jamaican Music and Food Festival in Williamstown. If you haven't been, you need to go. His unique style and magnetic presence sets every event ablaze. This is a pioneer in the industry. I think we should give it up for Latonya and Stick so far.
Yes.
Rasta Huxx, also known as Shamar, is an international dancer, model, choreographer, lecturer, and an acclaimed cultural ambassador for Jamaican dancehall culture. That means he's representing. He's a member of the well-known new school dancehall dance team, Flame Team, aka Foot On Flamez. You can check them out on Instagram at any point, and he has represented and taught dancehall internationally in Europe and Australia for over 7 years. He's worked for the FIFA World Cup and worked with different local and international artists. I'll start you off with a few: Damian Marley, Yaxter, Cranium, Voicemail, Spice. That's good enough. To name just a few. Shamar's love for his culture, his collaboration, his love for community is real and is at the heart of his dance and choreography in all of his creative endeavors as a solo performer, but especially when he's working with his crew, Flame Team. Welcome, Shamar. Robin Clare. Robin Clare is a visual artist, painter, publisher, a pioneer of her time. I can't tell you how incredible this woman's artwork is. No, actually, I will tell you how incredible this artwork is. Her work channels the energy and contradictions of Jamaican dancehall and Caribbean street culture, yeah? We're here to talk about those tensions. Growing up in Jamaica, now based in Australia, her practice reflects migration, memory, and the shifting meanings of culture across diaspora. Her visual language is rooted in the work of Albert Artwell. These are some inspirations, Michael Lester and Milton Messam. And alongside the record sleeve illustrations of Tony McDermott, whose bold graphics and vivid storytelling shaped the look of Jamaican music. She has been exhibited internationally at the Kingston Biennial, the National Gallery of Jamaica, where I'm told her work is at the moment, the Kennedy Centre, Vivid Sydney, and Art Space Aotearoa. Welcome, Robin Clare. So, we're going to get into it. We say, love my people like you love my culture. Today we're going to hold some space for that. To the panel, I think that our relationship to dancehall, your relationships to dancehall, tell a story about time and history, about migration, about here, but also about Jamaica. So as starting off Yard and Abroad today, I want to open this up to the panel, and I want to ask you, Stick, if you could tell us a little bit about your relationship to dancehall, your memories of dancehall. What does it mean to you? How has it showed up in your personal story? And also, tell us what you feel authentic Yard style to look and feel like.
Well, I was born in St. Thomas in Jamaica. It's the most eastern part of the island, like it's the tip of Jamaica. And at my house, it was party central because my mom had lots of children. And one of my sisters started dating a guy who owned the sound system, Noel. I reckon I was about 12. And Noel used to let me help him set up the sound system. And I used to fancy myself as an MC, you know, like a mic man. So I'd get on the mic. That's before people start coming to the dance and warm up the session and, you know, challenge my little friends who are around me to sing like Pinchas or to sing like Dennis Brown. And we used to have a big party before the party starts. And as I grew older, I was the one setting up the sound and starting the dance. And, you know, I took that culture with me. When I left Jamaica in the late 80s, I thought I was Shabba Ranks. I thought I was Cutty Ranks. I could sing like Pinchas. I could do everything. And when I came to Australia, there was a place called the Survival Reggae Club at the Sydenham Hotel. And I remember going there and bringing all my records, and they were all 7-inch with a version on one side. And whenever they gave me a chance to DJ, I would flip the record and do my own lyrics. And most people wouldn't have a clue. Like a couple of times when people turn around and look at me and like, is he actually live or is that the record? And then when they realize that I'm actually on the mic, they would freak out and go like, it's never happened here before. And so I had nowhere to go. I just couldn't go to the next level of being an MC and own that dancehall space. But all of those rhythms I brought from Jamaica, I still have them. And there were some sick rhythms, and that's my story. Up to today, I still want to promote reggae music and dancehall music and Jamaican culture. Yeah, so that's me in a nutshell, really.
What do you think that authenticity looks like to you?
Well, you know, there's a lot of people who have done a lot of good things in Melbourne and in Australia for reggae music, and I feel like you don't have to be Jamaican to appreciate the real thing and to put it out there. Any person who is involved in promoting reggae or dancehall just need to be themselves, and it just comes naturally. If you appreciate the culture and show the appreciation for it, it just comes naturally, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, and how you do it, but if you do it your way and you pay respect to the roots of it, I feel it's authentic enough. Yeah.
Latonya, you wrote a book about your style that we've shared today. What is authentic yard style to you? And tell us about your relationship to dancehall.
Okay, my relationship is that I'm married. So I'm married to dancehall. Yeah. Okay, seriously. My relationship is very serious because it's like my life. It's my lifestyle. It's what keeps me going, what keeps me happy. So it's my therapy. For the community itself, I'll use some F words. It's fun. It's freedom of expression. Freestyle. We just do what we feel like doing. No, structure, formality. But, we just get to be free. It's fortitude. So we get power and strength, Let me see which other F. For the females, it's female empowerment. Because the girls get to stand out and just own their space. Fitness, because we dance from for hours. So we're fully fit. Even the DJ is toasted him still. So, we stay fit. And friendships. So it's a lot of friendships. As you know, dancehall is like a folk form. It's for the people, by the people, of the people. And I think it's important for the community in Jamaica because it keeps a lot of people out of trouble. It provides a lot of job opportunities. And it's not only for entertainment jobs like the DJ and the producer, the obvious, the dancers, but the hairstylist. I couldn't do this yellow hairstyle. It took like 2 hours. So the hairdresser had to put this together. The person that sells the products, you get what I'm saying? The jerk chicken man, the
Gravel man.
Yes, the vendor who sells the Wrigley's and the sweetie and the weed. So it benefits a whole community. It provides job opportunities. In the volatile spaces, it keeps them out of trouble. Just imagine if they were there hungry, have nothing to eat, and they just probably go out and rob somewhere. But dancehall keeps them busy, keeps their mind focused on happiness. And, I think it's also important for the world because people love entertainment, but I realize that we attract so many people from as far as Australia, like the land down under. They love Jamaica really bad. So it attracts every nation because there is just something unique, something that is magnetic, and it brings magic to everybody's heart because not only are we dancing and the music hits us and we feel no pain, the food tastes good. Everybody want to say, yeah, man, Irie. We want to talk like Jamaican. We want to dress sexy. And you can do it and not get judged. So nobody's like, why is she naked? No, naked is okay.
They're like, why isn't she naked?
So, the men can be hot. No, what am I going to say? Hot. They can be expressive, and nobody's going to judge you. So it's judgment-free. And that's what makes us authentic. So I guess I'm tying in the both questions. And the authenticity is that you just be yourself. You get to be down to earth. You get to let your hair down. And you get to be raw. And as you said before, unapologetic. So that brings the authenticity. And that's why I enjoy touring the world because I get to explain this and it helps to preserve, protect, and promote Jamaican culture. And on that note, to end my connection, dancing and dancehall is my passion that I am lucky to be able to turn into my profession. Yeah, thank you.
Rasta Huxx, can you put your finger on what that authentic style looks and feels like to you?
All right.
And can you connect us to your life in dancehall? Nothing big there, just two massive concepts. Just condense it down.
I'll keep it really brief. When we first start now, all right. But let's be truthful, guys. Like for me, dancing started from when time I got a primary school, you see me? And I started to take it serious when I reached high school. And the reason why I started to take it serious is because of the influence where it started to do in my life. You see me? It started to make me feel like, say, yo, for me back then, like, I used to be influenced by a whole heap of negative stuff when I got to school. You get me? I don't really want to talk about that, but Jamaican culture, especially for the youths, you can get caught up in the wrong thing really easy. And when I got to school, I remember my dance teacher at the time was Troy from Edadi. And I did in like year 7. And the whole heap of the class them where I used to skip was just for dancing. Like I used to skip English class, maths class, like I used to go to school just for dancing. And dancehall culture was really my getaway from whole heap of things mentally as well. Like when you're there at school, you know, have to think about the fact say, yo, you know, you're not do well in a school or what going with, you know, your house or what going in your community. Like for me, I just go to school and I just know the dancehall was it for me. You see me? And one of the most important thing was back then dancing in the street is different. You did have a whole heap of clash. You used to go to the bus park. Then I remember we used to have like people just literally wait for school over for go to the bus park and we used to verse each other. And them thing they bring back me to the memories where the culture used to just be really raw back then. Before the media thing come in. You see me? Dance really inspire me in many ways. But the main thing I'm going to take from it is just that community. You meet a whole heap of people, a whole heap of dancers, and you travel. And I'm not talking about travel overseas. Like in Jamaica, when I say travel, you go places. You go different towns, you go different states, and you enter competition. And it's just a whole culture before all of this media thing. All of this thing we're going right now, it's nice, but it wasn't nice back then. You see me? And for me, it's just a personal experience. You see me, dancehall culture really reflect the language, the food, the fashion, the talk, the slang, the music, the dance. But for everybody, it's different. You see me, every dance is different. That's how we dance different. That's how we move different. Every team have a different flow. It's either them dance smooth, intricate, powerful, rave move, party move. Everybody have a different way how them express themselves. You see me? And that's what make the culture unique. That's what make the dance unique because everybody put them personality in how they moves them. You see me? I'm from Foot On Flamez. Before that, I was in Overload Skankers. So it's just like a journey, man. You see me? I really love dancing because it's not only because of what I can do, but we learn from other people, from other creators. The community is very important in a dancing. You can't dance by yourself. You have to dance with people, and it's a universal language. I meet people where, I remember when I just start like meet foreigners, and enough of them not even know them. I say, like when them come Jamaica, them have like a strong accent. I say, Bumbo Clatter, what should I talk say? Because them talk strong and them learn the patois. And back then, you know, I did not overload and I was the youngest member, so it was just very foreign to me. I said, people come to learn this. Like, I never know how to say it serious. But then I realized that people really come to Jamaica to learn the culture. And them time I didn't several grades, so I learn and I understand. And then the more you get older, you realize the culture, the worldwide, you see me? Before we even know, them know it, you see me? But just, yeah, it's a reflection of the people, and all I can say is when you do it, just remember, we don't take it for ourselves, we give it to you guys, and the only thing I need to do is just respect it, yeah?
From Jamaica to us, that's so beautiful. Yeah, we're going to teach you also. One thing you should take away from here is how to learn how to swear in patois. I want you to take that with you, for sure. Robin Clare, you actually the illustrator of this incredible book about Jamaican style.
Yes.
That was created by Latonya. But you're a visual artist, so you explore dancehall from a different perspective. What does it feel like and look like to you?
It's kind of a natural extension of living my culture. Like growing up in Jamaica, you have music, you've got color, you've got food, dance, style. Like there's so much that it's just like Shamar and Latonya expressing it through dance, stick, music. Drawing is my thing, and I don't know what it is about Jamaican people, but we just have this need to kind of show off and express our culture. Like it's infectious. You grow up and it's everywhere. It's just it becomes part of your bones. It's like the plants growing. You know, it's kind of unavoidable. So yes, I don't know.
What does that authenticity, like from that perspective, and especially given that a lot of the visual work that you create is a kind of a commentary on street culture.
Yes.
What does it look and feel like to you what looks authentic to you?
Okay, so I don't know if this answers your question, but for me, expressing my work, using street culture as a kind of way to express how Jamaica talks about itself nowadays, modern Jamaica, rather than looking into the past. I want to kind of present Jamaica on a level, like get modern, like real, raw Jamaican culture that actually is the roots of today into a space that puts dancehall, which I guess is dancehall culture, in a place where it's as respected as reggae, and just kind of on the same level, and get it into, get you kind of uptown people to kind of recognize it and realize that it's part of the tourist industry, it's part of the system of Jamaica, it's part of the ecology or ecosystem that makes the country run, and it's an expression that deserves respect and attention. Yeah.
Absolutely. I think you touched on something just then as well, like the challenge that we have, the sticky area around defining what dancehall is. And I think even 4 different panelists coming who have great relationships to the music would probably describe it very differently. I want to ask you, Latonya, how do you see Jamaican culture showing up here from your experiences of being on the Australian continent?
Well, this is my 6th time in Australia. I must say it has grown, definitely improved since 2014. Yeah. So each year I would come back with another dancer. So that's even a good thing that more Jamaicans are coming here. And we come to a scene where people are open-minded, they're willing to learn, and they're hungry for this excitement, and the fact that they are also willing to come to Jamaica. So we're coming here, but they want to come to Jamaica to see it, because we come and we tell them about it. So we don't just come, show them, and say, stay here. No, you have to come and experience it. So they're coming back. So with that coming back now, they're just spreading it. And the fact that they're doing the classes and the different shows. Which year did I come with when I saw Taurus Riley? I'm coming to Australia to meet artists as well.
Yeah, it was 2016.
Yeah, so 2016, and I love Taurus Riley, by the way. So I didn't see him in Jamaica, but I came to Australia and booked him up, which was super cool. And I just like how it's developing, and I like that people are open-minded. I also like the fact that it's not just in one spot, because I've been to Sydney, Adelaide, I've been to Tasmania. There was a community there at one point, as well as Perth. And lots of teachers are is it evolving, or is it like there's coming on the scene now? There's a lot of teachers. Now Jamaicans are living here, Jamaican dancers. I love to see that as well. They're also owning their space. And the good thing is that it's not just like the dancing, because most of the countries that I visit, they are just doing the dancing in the studio, but they don't have like the entertainment part. They don't have the parties. They don't have the sound system culture. They don't have the food part. But I'm seeing it growing in terms of the variety. People are trying to talk Jamaican. People are doing dancing. People are doing the music. And it's a good look.
How are we doing?
Ooh, how are you guys doing?
On the dancing and the...
In Australia, they look good. Everybody look good. Especially the ones that come to Jamaica. They have a different flow and vibe. But I think that the teachers are doing their job, and everybody is, I won't even say beginners. I think everybody is like on a, what's the second level? Intermediate. And
We need to get our accreditation, for
yeah,
real,
but
for real.
I love it. I love to see the scene, and I love that everybody is just willing to learn, you know?
Stick, you have been here for a while. You have a family here. You have grandchildren here. How do you see Jamaican culture showing up here?
Well, there's a big phenomenon in Melbourne when I think about it. It's the first place I've ever seen that many women DJ in the dancehall and reggae scene. There's another phenomenon which is about 36 active sound systems in Melbourne as well. Yeah, so it is definitely spreading here. I mean, I brag about Melbourne being the reggae and dancehall capital of Australia. It's an event space. Sometimes there's 5 different parties that you can go to. You see the dancers at one, and by the time you get to another place, 2 hours later, they're at the next one. So, you know, and always vibing. I actually thought that it's the most, the dancehall scene is the most glued together part of our culture in Melbourne. I think the sound system fraternity is a little bit fragmented because there's a lot of personalities and a lot of clash, and I love the clash, but I can't get them to clash. They clash with each other. You know, the personalities clash, but they won't clash with their sound system.
They're clashing behind the scenes.
You know? Because I push for it all the time. That's the one thing I'd like to change. The dancehall needs sound clash, and it needs to be taught to the people about what's happening, not just the dubs that they're playing and not just the vibe that the crowds put on, but what the mic man's saying. And, you know, when the disc comes in, and it's not personal, it sometimes can be, and it should be, but, you know, you have to clash.
Let's get into that, because sometimes things get lost in translation, right? What do you think? What do you think gets lost in translation, Rasta Huxx, when it comes to misrepresenting Jamaican culture abroad?
Oh boy. All right. First, let's talk about the good things. Melbourne is growing. Yes, I'm there for quite a while now, and we have a lot of Jamaican dancers here as well. We have Chubby Dice, we have Decon Perth, and I think we also have another member from Zim team, that black boy, Joel, yeah. But honestly, like the way Latonya said, she's been coming here, she can see it as well as an outsider. The level will grow and the community will grow. And not just the dancing, the DJing, we can see more Jamaican like music playing at the parties. Them, and it used to be like a very commercial space. When they got the party, them be a commercial song. And as a dancer, them think that kind of broke your vibes, really and truly, because we need people for actively update themselves and update them catalog. So when they go to a party, you can enjoy it and feel like Jamaica. You know, feel like you listen to like some international radio, which is not wrong with that, but we love the raw culture, the raw vibes, you see me? The promoters, I feel like that I get really good as well. Before it was more like gatekeeping. If you go up on an event, you have to know somebody who knows somebody, and it's less quality of talent, it's more like who you know. And that's not right when it comes to the raw culture. Because if you have a community where actively I practice, like the Jungle City community, way before a lot of other places that come, if you get in at the big festival, I know as a cat, I have to go above and beyond for just reach out for a lot of commercial spaces, and it shouldn't be like that. We should have access, not that she's not speaking their language because she's very professional, but I feel like say it's about who the big people know, and it shouldn't be like that. When it comes to the, what I say, like the community, I feel like the community in different states also is growing. Sydney have a really good base. They're doing really well. I've been there a lot, and I can see the passion for Sydney I grow a lot. The fire good there. I haven't been to Perth in a while, but I know the Deco are doing thing there, and the community is very active there as well. Just as in, what is it, Queensland, where Nadia there? Yeah, Brisbane, yeah. Yeah, so honestly, to answer your question, Lauren, I feel like there's just one thing I have to be honest about. Is when it comes to community, guys, we have to have one mission. And when you have the mission, it can't be ups and downs. It has to be clear and it has to be unified. And it can't be you have some group over here so, and some group over this and some group over this. Where to go to kill the love. And when new people come into it, people aren't stupid, man. When new dancers come into the community and they feel that heavy energy and it's like pick and choose, it closes the hearts of people. And dancing shouldn't feel like that. We have to take our personal self and we have to bleed from a place of unity. And if this should work, continue to grow, it has to come from a place of us and not them or you. Those group, these people. No, it can't be like that. It has to be unity. And for tell you the truth, guys, coming from Jamaica, like, we're tired to see them type of stuff there, and the culture still prosper. But in Jamaica, it's way big. You can literally have people stop selecting, and then by tomorrow, next selector come at the party and him play. You can have like a party shut down, and then the same day, them build a next party and it a play. So, but in Australia, guys, the community is not big enough to have, what I say, the energy where people's hearts are closing. You get me? It have to be a place where everybody have one goal and have to grow the culture. Otherwise, the culture not gonna grow. It have to be a place where we are sittings on one level, and that is for grow dancehall and not for grow personal aspects or what we think dancehall is. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than Latin. It's way before we were born. You get me? I say, like, stick tell a theme part of the story, and then Latin tell a fair part, and you hear two different things. And when me forward now, you hear a different part. And if me get chubby mic, it's just a different personal experience. And what we have here, we have to say culture first and not us first. Yeah.
Hold on, because keeping it real, these are the things that we need to know, right? We need to know how to respect the culture. We're going to come back to that. Robin, what do you see getting lost? What's getting lost here?
It's difficult to say. Like, I wouldn't say that things get, with every culture that gets picked up abroad, things do get diluted. But I think there is a really lovely core of people in Australia that have a real passion for Jamaican culture and a real interest. Like the teachers that I've met they're really passionate about teaching authentic, or what you would call authentic, although it's a weird word, dancehall, going to Jamaica, learning. So, again, you have people that can't get to Jamaica, so they are learning secondhand, and things will always get missed, but it's really lovely to see the dance community in Australia that I've kind of, since I've been here, been involved with. Again, I do agree with Shamar that there is a disconnect sometimes with flowing through events. Like everything's, sometimes things do get compartmentalized, so there isn't, the community isn't big enough to support separate communities within that community. So a bit more unity might be needed, but I guess that's also just letting everybody know what's going on, what's happening. I've found in Australia it is hard to make connections with people because everybody's got their own little units. So that again is there are all these little rivers that run through the
silos, right?
Yeah. And create. So I think that's what I would say. That gets lost as you step off of the island little island of Jamaica where everybody's
Okay,
lives.
Yeah.
but let's
Can
let's
I-
keep
can
it
I
real.
add-
Like, can
I
we
add
jump in and
something?
talk about what
Yeah,
actually vexes you?
I want to add one thing. I think I find it very hard for how Melbourne and Australia don't keep it fresh. You could go to a party, and you're there for the first 5 hours, and the DJs are playing songs that you're not ready for yet. Songs that should be played another 3 hours into the night. And, you know, this thing about booking 5 DJs to do 5 hours is incorrect as well, because if those 5 DJs are not in the room at the same time, there's a lot of repetition of the songs over, and I just want to go home after the first 2 hours. So keeping it fresh. I remember when I was going to the dance hall in Jamaica to listen to reggae. Sorry, bring that up. I remember if I heard a song that I hear last week, I'm leaving. Because I only want to hear fresh stuff. I only want to hear songs I've never heard before. But here, when I was DJing consistently, every day, I love Bob Marley, but I can't play Bob Marley every day. You know? So keeping it fresh, I think, would make it a lot more interesting. And
Yes,
also
agreed.
big it up. Jano, yeah.
I use the tactic of, oh, I'm sorry, I've already played that one. You must have missed it, you know?
Can I add
But
to-
yeah.
I'm kind of contradictory, always contradicting. But so far, everything that everybody say about what's happening in Melbourne, I live in Jamaica still. And it's the same thing happening in Jamaica. So I don't know if it's sad to say or if I'm just being straightforward, but don't feel bad.
I know in
Come
Jamaica
on
they
now.
only play 20 seconds of every song. And talk. Pure talking.
That's an
Listen,
artful.
everything we are complaining about, I'm complaining about it sometimes in Jamaica. All right? So the truth is, we can't have perfection. The truth is, all right, let's start from what Shamar said about the unity thing. Can we fix it at yard before we fix it abroad? Meaning, we need to unite in Jamaica. When somebody abroad say, wow, the Jamaican people are so united, it's amazing, let's do the same. We can't expect somebody to do something if we're not doing it. So it looks good from the outside, but sometimes as Jamaicans, there's also a disconnect. And that's just being honest. It don't make sense to pretty it up like, oh, we're so besties and we're all one big happy family.
It look good
and
from far,
you get
but
what
far
I'm saying?
from good.
But I mean, we do coexist. You understand? Which is good. But at the end of the day, we're still not united. There's still gatekeeping. There's still everything that you're complaining about happening in Australia. It's happening in Jamaica. It's happening in the Europe community. Maybe worst. It's happening in Americas. You get what I'm saying? So we can't have perfection. We only can learn to cope. And we learn to make the best of every situation. So even when he's saying like the music, blah, 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 you're lucky they might play the music. Jamaica, as I'm ready for sing the song change. Or I'm at the party and I'm like, yeah, this is nice, but they stop and start talking. So some people are like, oh, in Jamaica they talk and vibe up the place. Sometimes I'm just happy to not hear talking. So in Jamaica, we have different aspects of the culture. So we'll go to the street dance and there's the talking and the interaction. Then we'll go to another, like a party where a radio DJ is playing. He's not talking. He's just playing hardcore music so you can dance. So, you know, there is something for everybody. You go to our next party, they don't want to see no dancers. These people are just fashionable and high roller. They come to drink and who have the most Hennessy and floss. Them no one see no dancer boy in a Migla dance. There was a party that was even banning the dancers. Yeah, but just to show you that some people don't want that. Some people just want to have a good time without the movement. Some people don't want the video light. You get what I'm saying? So there's something for everybody, and you can't have perfection. You can't have every society going to be united. If the whole world was going to unite, there wouldn't be politics. There wouldn't be 5 different denominations in religion. So everything is about competition. You get what I'm saying? And competition is good. When I'm in Jamaica and me and everybody is friend, I'm most relaxed. But when competition come, I'm like, oh, okay. That's when I go hard.
But hold on.
You know what I'm saying? So it's good to acknowledge these stuff, but also appreciate that sometimes the negative stuff do bring some positive.
But what about when the competition gets really fierce? So we were talking
That's
about the
even
idea
better.
of in the right forum.
No,
but
you know
we're
what?
talking about in business, in industry.
No,
like
but
we have this conversation
perfect.
about this idea, like crab in the barrel,
All right, let me tell you.
tall poppy syndrome. This is
All of these
something that
stuff
we wonder
are
if this is
necessary.
unique to here.
They're necessary because look at this. Monopoly. Who wants that? One electrical company in Jamaica, they can charge millions and nobody can complain. But mechanics company come, they're going to have to drop the price because there's competition. The DJ them, you think Cartel or Movado will be as big as they are if they weren't competing? That clash era with Cartel and Movado made both of them superstars. Beanie Man and Bounty Killer war over the years made them who they are. So if they never had nobody to sing a song against, it would be just, okay, boring. You get what I'm saying? Like, it brings spice and vibe. The whole sound system, if everybody was just playing, blah, 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 the DJs, artists wouldn't be making money for dub plates. That's how they generate the most income. The dub plate money is the biggest money. And the dub plate, you have friends who are cuss another friend just to clash a sound. If you understand what I mean. You understand? So all of this thing is what makes the world spin. And I rhyme a while ago. But you get what I'm saying? The whole government, the whole school system, everything in the world is competition. Everything in the world can't be unity.
But what happens now? I have a question. Actually, I have a question. What happens when you ever experience getting cut down when you're trying to do something good? What about you, Stick? I mean, we've been around this industry for a while.
Yeah, but you know, I love it. I love it. I love it when people, because I am disobedient. I talk back, and I don't follow. I don't follow the crowd. So anytime I get a challenge, like anybody challenge me, I love it. I feed off it. Because I'm a sound system clash mentality kind of guy. You know, I would love to challenge anybody who want to challenge me on the mic. And also, I could use 10 songs and kill any sound system. I always felt that way. And if I lose, I lose. And we can talk about it tomorrow. You know?
And we can be friends tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people here think, a lot of people involved in the music, in the sound system culture mainly, think that if you clash the next sound, it means that you want to go and burn down their house tomorrow. It don't happen like that in Jamaica. The guys will still hang out and they're still friends, but when it comes competition time, you know, competition, it's on. So I don't know if people I try to do the right thing by representing Jamaica the best way I know how, and I get challenges about how authentic that is. But I don't know, if you're not Jamaican and if you didn't live in Jamaica for a long time, you can't tell me how to be Jamaican. And we're all different in Jamaica. I'm from St. Thomas, and depending on where you are from in Jamaica, probably all talk different to me as well. And a little bit of a difference in the culture, depending on which one of the 14 parishes you live in. So what might be good for Rasta Huxx and might be standard practice where he lives and was grown up, it might be different for me. You know, so
I'm wondering too, though, because we're talking about dancehall is a music from the ghetto. Is that a fair statement? Started in the streets of Jamaica. There's a history here. and there's a history that is very personal. It's stories sometimes about hardship, highs as well, spirituality, but also hardship. You know, so I wonder, maybe Rasta Huxx, you don't ever feel like this is personal? Can people be too enthusiastic about your culture in a way that takes from you?
Yeah, are you talking about like appreciation versus appropriation, or are you talking about foreigners?
Everything? From abroad, how do
More
people...
about like how Sean Paul come from uptown, and the dancehall is really ghetto music.
I'm going to say, all right, you have the music and you have the dance. It's a two big topic. Now the dance community is very different, slightly the same, but slightly also different to the dance community. When we stick to the dancing, you can't speak on the music part, brother. Now the dance community, to be honest, like in Jamaica, a whole heap of people come to Jamaica and they know what to do, and they know how Jamaicans are very open to sharing the culture, and them come and them learn. Like, to be honest with you, when you come to Jamaica as a foreigner, the culture is so easily accessible to you. Like, you have so many places where you can go. Even if you don't have money, you have places where you can go and vibe, and you still learn. That's how, like, the land active. You get me? I say, the thing is, Jamaicans, you have people who depend on the media, who love the media, influencers where them updated and them stay very like, modernized and everything. But then you have dancers who don't care about the media. When you go there, you're not going to see them unless you go to parties or you're there in the streets. So you see people like them there, them people there, them no praise the whole recognition, and people come and steal from the culture. So you're not going to hear from them. But the people who actually are fake are mostly the creators them. You get me I say? And how that affect them is that when them come to Jamaica, like obviously you come for learn, you come for experience, you come for educate yourself and just for have fun. But the problem is when you go back and you take the culture and you learn 1, 2, 3 times, and then all of a sudden you become not even an expert. It's like you're the god for dancer. Like you have like the huge events them, and nobody can talk to you, and you don't have to book anybody, and you feel like say the culture is not yours. And then you get to a point where you start tailorize the culture. You start teach it and explain your ways and your benefits. When I say people can learn the culture, all I say is when I come to Jamaica and you learn, educate yourself properly, and not like you do 2, 3 trips. Like really invest in the culture. If you are for do it from a perspective, you want to be like a teacher, or you want to be a promoter. Educate yourself. Even if you want to be a DJ, don't just get up and say, all right, you know the music. You have to study the music. You have to study how the sound work. You have to study. Even I remember I go up on a tour and I see people do money pull up. I mean, I say, brother, you even know what money pull up mean, brother? Like, people really take this thing for, the culture is very open, but guys, like, you have to just respect the space as well. You get me? I say, when I tell you, say, send money, can give you as Jamaicans. When I beg you for your money, we just want to preserve the culture if you go invest in it. You get me? I say, and for me, that's how the dance scene, it operates. Like, it's very open to the world. It's massive. Europe big in it. But when you do it, make sure you remain the authentic part of it. And don't teach things when you go to Jamaica, people don't do. So don't do overseas and do things like very incorrectly, and I think you guys know what I mean, and then you're gonna go to Jamaica and you know you can't do that. It don't make no sense. That means you lie. You get me? And people are gonna catch you out. Nobody now been a dancer police again like one time and run it down and be like, oh, don't post this, don't do that. Fear glad and you have the fear share that over the years. Yeah, Arville, everybody, like honestly, you seriously say, like it's been a long journey, guys, and a whole heap of that stuff going. When I just come to Australia, I had that with studios. I had people sending me like almost like 3 different person a week, like, hey, look at this, you should say something. But guys, it's not about what we should say. If you're gonna do something, be responsible. Like, have a good mind, be a good person. And the culture is not for you, it's not for me, it's for everybody. You get the mattress to say it's not me. The culture is the culture, yeah? Music part, stick, you can speak on that part, brother.
Well, definitely the dancehall music, ghetto music. You know, the hardship that the people in the garrison feels to express themselves about man have money for buy sugar for them baby and have rice in the pantry, and you know everything is hard. And what can you do about it? You sing a song about it and tell your story, and then you know you get some talented people who are not from the ghetto and they get all a bash, you know, for being from a different part of the society in Jamaica where you have wealth and you have everything. Like they say, you're born with a gold spoon in your mouth, but you can't chat to lyrics. And the ghetto people sometimes don't recognize, you know, that uptown artist them. So I think that the dancehall music definitely comes from the ghetto and the lower socioeconomic class of Jamaica. And that's why it's just raw and real, you know? Yeah.
Thank you. Which makes me think about dancehall as a black cultural product. And I say this recognizing that Jamaica itself is a very, very multicultural place, you know, like we find ourselves in. It's undeniably sexual, right? A lot of women's bodies, a lot of shape. It's sensual too. But what strikes me is that Jamaican society itself feels in so many ways very matriarchal. Robin, I wondered if you could talk a little bit to whether you feel like that hyper-focus, particularly the Western hyper-focus on misogyny and also homophobia is always warranted, given that I think a lot of your work interrogates those tensions and is good at flipping those narratives.
Yes. Okay, so I'll start with a bit of a history lesson. Jamaica isn't only a colonial society, it's a post-slavery society. And so a lot of the ingrained behaviors on all levels of society, of the place of women and the place of men, are still things that the island's grappling with. Women, slaves, women in Jamaican society were considered, they were property, and they were there to produce more property. They were the property of every man had a right to go and, you know, I have relatives who were in that system, and like they just were production machines. And so growing up, relatives of mine, I've had many arguments with male relatives coming from a more Western point of view from Australia now, about their treatment of women, and but it's a cultural thing. Women are amazing in Jamaica. They're so strong, and it's just it's such a contradiction that the subject in Jamaica it's a big one, and it's something.
It's a hot topic. That's what I'm told. It's a hot topic.
Yes, and we are still grappling with it, and I think dancehall, like what sets dancehall apart for me is that dancehall artists aren't performing for the outside. They're performing for a local audience. And so they're discussing these topics.
They're telling their stories.
And you have like women, Lady Saw in the kind of 90s was talking about, and yeah, these topics are still being discussed. Spice is discussing in a different way.
Listen, in the 90s, all I wanted to do was walk out like Lady Saw. Like, literally, that's it. I think I'm still channeling that energy now.
Yeah.
You know, you can bring that, to my advice to you, just bring that into any room you want to walk into. You know, and we don't talk, I'm curious about this because your work interrogates it, but I'm also curious why we don't talk enough about uplifting the female artists in our arts. Or we do talk about it, but I wish we could talk about it some more. Latonya, what do you think that sisterhood and that female representation can be?
So how do females uplift each other?
Yeah, how do we uplift each other? What does sisterhood look like? Like, I had this beautiful moment where you were talking about putting together this book, microphone, yeah. Putting together this book, and you were talking about how you and Robin collaborated on putting it together, and I was really struck by that as an example of kind of, yeah, man, that warmness.
Well, we have to acknowledge the fact that we're outnumbered by the men, and especially in the entertainment field, it's a male-dominated field. So there's probably 80%, 80 to 20. What do you think, Steve? Or 90 to 10?
Well, when I live in Jamaica, I never met one woman that was a selector.
Okay, so
So-
it's 90-10.
Yeah.
So we have to acknowledge our space. So we're outnumbered, but the 100 men versus 10 women, these 100 men need a woman to kind of guide them and just motivate them. You know, they can't live with us and they can't live without us. So when we acknowledge our importance in society, then we need to team up. So this is a strange question. It's the first time I've ever asked this question. So I'm like trying to freestyle. But I'm always advocating for female empowerment. So, all right, the other day I put up a post to give you that example that I always advocate for the female dancers to get more pay than the men. And everybody was like, yeah, that's true, whatever. But there's this one guy like, that's utter madness. And he's like, that's stupidness because you know how much for man clothes? And I'm just like, he's like, you know how much for one Balenciaga? I'm like, but women wear Balenciaga, so what's your point? But anyway, I say this to say that no matter when we try to defend ourselves, the men still have to say, no, work with it. You know, like, just accept it. But as I say, for me, privately, because I shouldn't announce it, but when I get gigs, I'm always like, can you put a little bit extra for the women? Because then sometimes they say, come made up. I know that makeup is expensive. I know that the weaves and the wigs, because you're not going to come just looking natural. They want you to look like a video vixen. So they want you to go super diva Barbie, purple, pink hair, lashes like feathers. All of these are expensive. Men know, I mean, Shamar is going to be expensive, but some of the dancers, they don't show up.
You look
in
expensive.
the Balenciaga. You get what I'm saying?
I came out my wedding.
But it's not that expensive. And then the women also probably have to pay a babysitter. Don't tell me what the men doing, because they're not staying home with the kid. But the women just have a lot extra. And I'm speaking from experience. And I'm speaking from they telling me, Latonya, boy, I have to do this, or I have to go to here, just on my here, not do. So I know the struggles. And that's why I always look out for them more. Not trying to be like, oh, the men, you know, going against it, but I just want to give the females a little extra support. And I think if we all do that in the society, especially even the artists and stuff like that, I think we'll be a force to reckon with, because we do have a lot to offer. In the dancing, we can do the male dances, we can do everything, which is an advantage for us. And we bring the spark to all the music videos, all of those stuff. So we just have to celebrate each other, promote each other. And yeah, I think that answers the question.
That's your freestyle, my gosh. You should see mine. What you can't see right now is that actually there's a huge amount of women in this audience that have turned out today to have this conversation. So, yeah, I think that will land really beautifully with people that showed out today. Yeah. I really want to talk very briefly about resistance, because I do think about those themes, and I think about how I'm so proud to come from a culture that has this strong narrative, this story about pride and resistance and survival. It's probably why we're here. Rasta Huxx, dancehall and Jamaican culture has been historically rooted in politics, but also in spirituality. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about the spiritual, the communal, the collaborative, the healing parts of dancehall?
Yeah, sure. My generation would have been different, obviously, you know, because if you talk about like from the folk traditional stuff, menke, dinky, miniskia, jankuno, like this is the dance and the music, right? This is coming from traditional days, right? So this is also inspired by West African as well, yeah? So the spiritual side, you say you have two different upbringing, yeah? You have, say like the people, like my grandmother would have grew up, and them would have grew up in the country area. So spirituality have, the Christians, Jamaica is a very Christian country, you get me? You get that? And then you have the people them who practice traditional stuff. You get me? So that would have been like the Tainos them, and you'd have like the Rastafarian culture as well. Obviously that is very active in Jamaica. So you have different spiritualities, you have different like forms of how people practice their own spirituality. But the main thing in Jamaica is Christianity.
Can you explain the Taino as well to those people who might not know?
Wouldn't dive deep in it because I have the knowledge to go far back to it, but I don't know it exists. And yeah, if you want to know, but I say just dive deep on the internet and look into it.
But as a people, there's an indigenous people
yes,
in Jamaica?
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're the indigenous people of Jamaica, yeah. And you still have some small groups in Jamaica, like in the mountains where people practice this. But for far as I know, like it's not as common as it was before. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, so these are the things that we don't get to talk about so much. I think, in particular, that part of dancehall culture that I can't get enough of is just that sense of joy and the feeling that it leaves you with. You know, that's the reason we come out of our house in the first place. You talked to Latonya a little bit about how, you know, when it hits, you don't feel any pain, you know?
Okay, so in terms of the spirituality, that's the same spirituality question. It still falls back to the music, because the drums, the beats, even though we don't have the physical musical instruments anymore, the producers are still making beats with the drum part, all the different beat patterns and stuff like that, and everything connects to a sense in our body, yeah? And I remember studying dance in Jamaica with my dance group. They were using the actual drums, which are the drums from Africa. And there was some point in time when it was going so hard that people got into spirit, meaning they got out of themselves, some falling on the ground, things coming out of their mouth, and they had to do stuff to revive them. So they said that that's what they evoke, some spirits or the ancestral things coming out. Exactly, and he's from St. Thomas, so he knows about this, especially.
The spiritual thing from where I grew up, like in St. Thomas, the dancehall is in the church.
Yes.
The church people in St. Thomas dance like they're dancehall in the church. There is a denomination of the Christian faith called the Pocomania, which is the people who wrap their head like the Rastafarians, but they're not Rastas. They are of the Christian faith, but very much tied to their African roots in the way they practice. And they are straight dancehall, I'm sure. That's where it came from.
Dancehall is straight them, because they were in existence
Before,
first.
yes.
So dancehall, the connection with that spirituality is that a lot of stuff that we do in dancehall is a reflection of what we did in church. So, for example, we have the Clap Hand Society. Yeah? So when Elephant Man come with all of these revival songs and we clap the hand and all of that stuff, it's coming from that space. And then you can think about a party scene. It starts off with a certain set of songs, then it goes to a next song, and they do bless up the party first with like the conscious songs. And even though it seems like, okay, dancehall is devil people and they're wicked and they're talking about gun and killing, they're very spiritual. And I won't say religious, I would say spiritual, because they still believe in a higher being. They still want God to protect the party so that there's no injury or no violence or whatever. So we still have that holy part. So even though you see them dancing and breaking out, the next day them dressing up and go to church. Yeah? So the music also, if you notice, Busy Signal has a song called Praise and Worship. And he is doing a combination of different praise and worship songs that we were doing over the years. Real cry. So real to me. And, you know, he put all of them in one song. So they always connect their spirituality, the Clap Hand Society, everything that they learn in that space, they put it into the dancehall. And when you ask Robin the question about misogyny and homophobia and all of that stuff, everywhere I go in the world, the number one hot topic is about homosexuality. And I say to them, and this is what just shuts everything down, because they want to blame dancehall for that homophobia. And I said, no, blame the church. So if Bounty, Buju, they're singing about this, that's what happened to the gays, their grandma, grandpa were taught that it's against the law, for one, and it's against the Christian belief. And at the end of the day, who brought Christianity to Jamaica? The same Europeans brought it to Jamaica. It's in our law up to this day. And it's the same Christian belief that made them, give them that conclusion that it's wrong. So they didn't just come up with dancehall and say, yeah, let's burn out Batman. No, they didn't make it up in dancehall. It's already coming from the Christian belief. And it's not just Jamaica. Because Christianity is in America. Christianity is in a lot of African spaces. It's all over the world. So it's not just Jamaica going against it. So don't blame dancehall for it. So that's where the connection is. These are the conversations.
Ooh,
yeah, so these are how I connect the spirituality and the stuff like that to dancehall.
Yeah, you know, these are the conversations that we have, you know, because we're on this land. We know this land is Bunurong and Bunurong and Wurundjeri land, you know. So it's interesting and important to understand some of the reasons behind why we are the way we are on this land. So colonization is something that is a hot topic here in Naarm as well, as we're moving, hopefully, hand in hand towards treaty, you know? It's a good time for us to start to unpack some of these values and, you know, just explore it and think for yourself critically, you know? Think critically about your environment. So I feel like we have to wrap up in a minute, but I want to go to some questions for this panel, because they're incredible. But I also want to just have a quick throw to these guys quickly. If you can tell me, you know, where do we go? Where do we learn? How do we educate ourselves about dancehall culture in a way that is helpful and not harmful? I might go to you, Robin. What do you think?
I think looking at 3 people who are very knowledgeable. You go to the source. And
go to the source.
Ask questions and find out about the culture in the same way we're doing that in Australia with our own original Australians, first Australians, where you go to the source, you ask questions, you find the information, you explore the culture, you learn to appreciate like things that you learn and you appreciate, and you find out how to kind of rationalize in your own head how you're going to use that knowledge and live with the contradictions, like the attitudes towards misogyny and homosexuality and so on, and you keep talking. And yeah.
I want to add to that because it's important that when you go to the source, you know that the source also are still trying to figure it out. All right? So don't feel like, oh, because you spoke to Latonya, that's how it goes. Latonya is just a piece of the pie. Latonya is 1 out of 1,000,000. So my opinion is different from somebody that lives in Montego Bay. So don't feel like, oh, because Latonya is your friend, you know it all. Because there is more opinions, and still there are things that I'm still trying to understand and still trying to figure out and still trying to conclude. And sometimes we just can't conclude. And sometimes it's just going to always be different opinions. So you have to also just use your common sense to put it all together and just appreciate everybody's opinion and form your own as well. So don't just feel like, oh, the source knows it all. They still don't have it together.
But I think you are open also to dialogue, to talking, to discussing.
Hence these forums.
Yes, yeah. And so you can ask questions and discuss without getting to the answer. You can.
And there are books, there are documented written material. There are also a lot of documentaries out that interview people. So you can go on YouTube, search for dancehall documentaries, look for Out There Without Fear. Just research in terms of not just Google as well. Try to reach out to people and people that are also scholars. There are a lot of them that do a lot of research and have information.
Beautiful. Thank you. Rasta Huxx, what do you want people to take from today? What do you want everyone to take forward from today?
Stay true to yourself, guys. And in all things, remember that community is not self, right? It's about others and it's about we. And this thing that we have right now, this panel, the workshops, the weekend, the dance competitions, if we don't have each other, it's not going to happen. So we have to remember that. Stay true to yourself and be good to others. Just be good people and just share and be open for receive as well. Because dancing is not just about you receiving, it's about you giving. You get what I say? And ask questions. And when you ask questions, don't ask with your mind made up. Have an open heart. You get me? That's how you learn. Because if you're already going the intention for say, all right, I know this, I know that I've learned from Latonya, then that means that's it. Then you not really learn then. You just pass on the same knowledge. So be open to learn, guys. And remember that dancehall culture is for everybody, but just be responsible. You get me? And I'm really glad everybody come and show up. This is the community. And I'm really glad that we have Latonya in the building. She come all the way. Guys, can we give her a clap for coming all the way?
Can we give Kat a clap for making it happen?
Big up to Jungle City, who actually have been in there making community. Like, if you want to learn about that, if you want to learn about how to tread carefully and show respect on the scene, then go to Jungle City and check that out. And also head to the website and have a look at everything that's happening over the Aus Dancehall Fest 2025. Stick, I just want to make sure you have an opportunity to respond to what you would like to leave people with.
All right. Well, first of all, I would suggest that everyone watch Dancehall Queen if you haven't yet. The movie. Yeah, watch that one. It's undeniable. Dancehall is 100% Jamaican. So if you really want to be a part of the movement, be a part of the culture, try to get to Jamaica and try to get to know more Jamaicans, because we all have a different opinion and different views, and we come from different places. There's a German colony in Jamaica. They've probably been there as long as Africans have been there, and they, still in Jamaica. So, and when they speak, I don't understand them, and they speak Patois. It's just another language. Some people from St. Elizabeth, I can't understand them. I hope that's not where you're from. No. But yeah, I would just like to take away from this that it's a positive thing, even though sometimes we have clashes, and it's all for the upliftment of your spirit. And nothing should be taken too personal. And if you have a personal problem within the dancehall community, when you're going into a studio or going into a party, just leave it outside. Yeah, and enjoy the dance.
On that note.
The mind too, right? What I want to take away from here is that everybody, he said stay true to yourself, but just, all right, I had another plan to say something else, but I totally forgot what I was going to say. And I was like so eager, but then it took so long.
I just found out that I'm the diversity on this panel. I literally can't get away from the fact. I thought there's all these Jamaicans up here, and I'm still like the diversity here because I'm diaspora. Yeah.
I'll just add something real quick, Lauren. This is just in regards to the competition, and I have to be honest, guys, because locally, like over here, it's very safe that we speak about things that's gonna actually grow the community, and it's about how the health communication is within the dance community here. Like, I've been reached out to people who wants to enter the competition, but because there is community barriers with segregation, they feel very discouraged. And when I can say to them, hey, do this, don't worry about it, they still feel the same way. It's in the DJ fraternity a lot. DJs are, of course, just like what Stick said, competition is good, it pushes each other. But when it comes to conflict, then that closes the hearts of people. Guys, the only thing I'm gonna ask you is, please, when it comes to conflicts, I'd say just leave it. Really spread love more than you want to spread conflicts, because it really closes the growth in Australia. Latonya can't come if there's not people here for her to teach and for educate. And when the new people come, they're not stupid. Dancers were very sensitive towards creativity. And a lot of the people, they actually came from the workshop that me and Chubby did. And they wanted to enter, but because of just like the segregation. So let's really take from today to move the groups and put everybody together. We can't have one person over here, so we'll teach this, and then we support who we choose. We have to do it as a team, because if we don't, it's not going to grow and it's going to remain the same 5 years later, 10 years later. For example, when we go to Sydney, we really love how the Sydney people, they are so out together. And in Melbourne, we have so much people, but there's small groups. And I think you guys, if you be honest with yourself, you guys know. So just cut all of that, and let's heal the growth, because we can't grow unless we actually try. So let's really try and do that, and just remember that each one help one. You get what I said? Everybody can compete, whatever. When it comes to conflict, it closes the hearts of the culture, and then people can't grow. So let's just do the right thing, yeah? And also, Kat, again, this whole production with the Aus Dancehall and Lauren, everybody, guys, it takes a lot of effort. So let's give them some love and clap for them, please.
Thank you so much. Okay, let's go to some questions. Thank you. All right, cool. I'm trying not to drop things this time. Okay. Maybe I'm going to put this one to you, Shamar. What people want to know, what ways they can engage with international youth when learning about dancehall.
It's very easy, because social media kind of break that gatekeeping thing before. Before, people had to go to Jamaica, which I always recommend, but now you can reach out to the Jamaican dancers them. You can ask them questions about them steps. You can request online dance classes. You can do Zoom calls. There's so many ways you can access the dancehall youth in Jamaica, and you can do that without even having any form of like financial barriers, because if you really speak to the dancers, they must say, hey, look, I can't afford this, but is there a way that I can attend to something that you can educate me? Enough dancers now going to say no to you. You get what I say? So in terms of the youth, there's so many knowledge as well online. If you do your research, if you watch YouTube videos, you can really educate yourself. There's so much products and media work, but what I always say is always go back to the source. If you can go back to Jamaica, travel, do it, educate yourself the real way, because the experience is what really going to give you the personal, the flavor, the urge, the passion. You get what I say? If you watch a video, yeah, you feel good, but after you feel like you lose it. So you go back to Jamaica and yeah, you have all the online forums and you have people you can reach out to. So, but I say yeah.
All right. That's great. That's great advice. Robin, I think this one is for you. Why, so you get all the good questions. Why do you think Jamaicans are so patriotic?
Why not? Well, the colors of the flag are green for the land, black for the people, yellow for the sun. Yeah, and that is Jamaica. That's, even our flag is patriotic.
Even the flag is patriotic.
As I say, growing up, you just have the drums. You have this beat going through. You have the land. For me, it always comes back to the greenery, the bush. You're constantly pushing it back out of your house. It's like there. It swallows you, and you are part. Like you can't go anywhere in Jamaica without feeling like you are part of, as a Jamaican, part of the land. There's the beat. Even when it's quiet, you still have that beat that just pulls your heart. And so, yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, what an answer.
Just to add to that, I have never ever come across a Jamaican that would like to be another nationality. And I've come across so many people who wish they were Jamaicans. So why wouldn't you just be so patriotic about that? And just, and in Jamaica, like little children, like it's the only place in the world, and I've been to a few other countries where little kids are so confident about themselves and their music and their sport and their country and their song and their dance. And you can have 6-year-olds performing in front of a big audience with no fear whatsoever.
Can I add to that? Because I feel like the thing about confidence is it's really personal to me. But growing up here in the 80s, everything that was black was bad. Everything that was cultural or different or ethnic was considered to be less than or lower than. And, I really envied the Jamaican family that I had, those cultures that I came into contact with, because they just seemed like they had so much more confidence. The young people growing up would sing loudly and dance and express themselves. I feel like it was only when we hit the 90s here where dancehall exploded, and then all of a sudden, all of those things that everyone told you, no, you're doing, you're not doing this, you're too black. And all of a sudden, all of those things were like the best possible thing you could be. They were popular, So, I envy that confidence. But I walk with it. It's a gift, I think, from Jamaican culture to the diaspora and to the world.
That's why all Jamaicans think they can dance, and all Jamaicans think they can sing. Some not so well, like myself, but.
But for me,
Jamaicans Got Talent must be a mess, huh?
When I saw all the questions, I was like, I hope that one question will be mine, which is this question, because I think I'm the most patriotic Jamaican ever.
No,
I'm telling you.
You don't understand.
Yeah. I always say
right.
when God was giving away patriotism, I was at the front of the
Let's
line.
do the pledge. Let's do the national
I
pledge.
can do that and more. I have a whole song about Jamaica.
Okay.
But honestly, let me tell you why I think I'm so patriotic. It's the way that people love us and how they appreciate us. So it's like I'm so proud to be Jamaican, and 45 countries and counting, everywhere I go, I'm dressed Jamaican and I deliberately do that because I want them to know it's a Jamaican coming, because there's a lot of stereotype, even with black people. They don't know where you're from, but when they hear you're from Jamaica, it's a different attitude. Like, I've been to many immigrations, been in trouble, and then when they hear I'm Jamaican, we become best friends. And just the fact that everywhere in the world you go, they're like, oh, you know Bob Marley? Yeah. Oh, you're saying both. It's like, I feel like a superstar being Jamaican. I've been to South Africa, and it was for a big competition. There were over 40 odd countries representing, and all of the Jamaicans were the hot people. Nobody cared about any other country. Everybody in South Africa and all the other countries were like all over us, like, oh, we love weed. Oh, we love Bob Marley. Oh, we know Vibes Cartel. And they were just all over us, and we're like, wow, Jamaica is hot. So it's like you're so proud because of the way people love you. And that's why I'm so patriotic. Plus, the colors are the most unique in the flags.
You just carry that in your pocket. You carry that in your pocket.
I walk with this. The yellow here, and my toes are green. Listen, I just love the colors. The blend is just so rich. And the three colors are so bright. The green, nature. The black is the power. The sunshine, like everywhere I go, I'm like, oh, I'm bringing the Jamaican sunshine. And they're like, wow, because a lot of cold countries, and I just come and bring the smile and the energy and the vibe. And it's just the Jamaica colors that make us so infectious all over the world. So I'm so proud, and I think our patriotism is everybody. The runners, anywhere they go, like in Beijing and all that, everybody frightened over the Jamaicans. Like, oh, Jamaica, they just feel energy to dance and all that.
Only place I've been to where there's a man that just holds a flag. That's his entire job, right?
Yes. So Jamaicans, fully patriotic.
Beautiful. Listen, we are going to go into these films in just a minute, but before we do, I just want to hear some noise for this incredible panel of hardworking, dancehall, excellent, giving, generous, brilliant. They're Jamaicans. What can I say? They're Jamaicans. All right. Okay. Okay, do you want me to talk a bit about the films, or do you want to just run them? What are you saying? Okay, so audience, so the voting situation is like this. The panelists are going to select a winner. It is going to be a fair process. You know why? Because every one of these panelists knows a thing or two about what dancehall is, because you just heard that, right? And there's a scoring system. So the system is fair. We're going to select the prize. But what we need you to do is to go to this QR code, and after you've watched the films, we're going to run them in a second, you can cast your vote for the People's Choice, the People's Choice Award.
Sorry, it's my suction.
So I'm going to give you a minute to do that. We're going to go to the QR code. Did you just say, what are we doing? There are 4 films There are 4 films that have been entered into this competition. Okiano Osius, Krishna Chaitanya, Simone Etheve, aka Sim Simmer, and Scarbs Dancehall. And the theme is what dancehall is, what it is. There are all of the entries. Oh no, wait, one of the entries is from Western Australia as well. 2 of them are from Western Australia. And 2 of them are from right here in this state. We'll say it's so-called state because, you know, what am I going to say? It's Aboriginal land. Yeah, you ready to run them? Okay, I'll move out the way.
Maybe it will take me 2, 3 more years, or maybe 10 years to win the title. Or maybe I will never win. Like, that could be another story. Like, I'm just joining every year, and then I will never win ever. But I don't need to have a title to be a dancehall queen.
Watch the sun, watch out. Anything now shock out, get washed out. Watch how the king, the boat, and the queen a come out. Catch how they a spreaded carpet. One thing we have to tell on us. Watch ya. Adam mercy. Adam mercy.
Queen is being powerful but not being bossy. Being in that position and then stretching your arms down, helping people, connecting them from one to another, making sure that everyone will feel welcome. We want dancehall to grow. Oh, what you're doing is something like this, something like that. No, it's not something like this and that. Dancehall is dancehall, and it's a life-changing culture, and it's part of this country, Jamaica. Dancehall is from Jamaica, and we always have to give it back to them. In the Philippines, this year, you can see I'm brown. We don't feel beautiful if we're brown. We want to be white because it's a beauty standard in the Philippines. And I got really surprised when I went to Jamaica. Most of them too are being whitewashed. I can't forget learning the move called chrome wine and Shelly expressions. Chrome wine is like chroming yourself to be white, like to scrub yourself to be white. Oh my God, we're having the same struggles. Dancing dancehall feels like a part of me is also dancing Filipino struggles. So even if we're miles apart, I believe that we're connected. So that makes me feel home.
It's a dancehall thing.
During that time, 2017, I'm pursuing being a great dancer. I want to be famous someday. So I became part of a crew that is performing with celebrities who are like in a commercial industry. I experienced verbal abuse, and actually it just triggers my anxiety and depression. The anxiety is so crazy that if my phone is ringing, I'm crying because I don't want to answer a call. That pressure of the abuse that I got. If this style is not accepting me, dancehall accepted me wholeheartedly. Like, you don't know how much I want to say thank you to dancehall, because I had that confidence to dance, not just dancehall. Like right now, I'm dancing burlesque, I'm dancing pole, but I got the confidence because of dancehall, because I almost killed myself. Because I feel that I'm not good enough. But yeah, so most of the time when I do things for dancehall, it's out of love. Like, I don't expect anything in return. And it's my way of saying thank you. Because I'm still alive and dancing because of dancehall. Yeah.
If you could talk to your younger self before that first competition, what would you tell her?
Oh, I will tell her to keep going. Go for it. Don't stop. You might not win now, but beautiful things will come and will go. Like, I'm telling myself now to just keep going. Don't wait for the opportunity to come. Go for it. Like, chase it.
She fuck me too. What? She want me why she not Brutus. She ugly like a Jankunu. Two cups on the table right now. I'm filled with Don Julio.
Sounds like hey, what that? I pay the price. Everything nice. So when you with rubies, diamonds.
Excuse me for the pause, but before we continue, a story must be told, and it begins like this. Somewhere in Jamaica, the vibes soar high, and life feels lighter than ever. And soon, the vibes drift across the oceans. As the vibe crossed oceans, dancehall whispered its stories to the world. Every beat carried laughter, every rhythm carried life, touching hearts far from home. Cities danced, strangers connected, and the music became a bridge between souls. From the island shores to distant lands, the pulse of Jamaica spread, leaving sparks of joy, unity, and unstoppable rhythm wherever it went. Dance floors erupted, streets became stages, and every corner of the globe felt the fire of the island. From morning to night, the beats echoed, weaving tales of culture, passion, and freedom. People moved together, hearts sinking to the rhythm, smiles spreading like wildfire, and the spirit of dance hall lived in every step. The music didn't just travel, it blossomed, carrying the soul of Jamaica to every heartbeat it touched.
Yo, look a dancer boy. Look a dancer boy. Yo, look a dancer boy. Look a dancer boy. Look a dancer boy from Overville. Where you left for you should have there still. Want use your voice in politics and mix up your name in a badness. You look a dancer boy, you get this. Feel your nobody to your turn artist. See if you use them dancing, nobody don't see, and then come and show off for every street party. You look a dancer boy. Dancer boy, dancer boy, dancer boy. Look a dancer boy. Dancer boy, dancer boy.
Which pussy no one see when I'm new days. Do we feed them no one that in our suitcase. I feel like the sugar in the Kool-Aid. 35K dust dropping on me new chain. In the cool shoes, I feel like the shoes lays. New wave pussy I got down if him too brave. When you see the gang in the town like a crusade. China turn up in the way, you feel move, yeah.
Yeah man, girl, walk one. Turn up the place, you can't come. Status to maintain top form. Girl, you know I like it when you bounce like hey. What that? I pay the price. Everything nice. So when you with rubies, diamonds, eyes. Girl, I keep it tropical, island spice. Rude boy thing, no game, no tie. Girl, you could be my bunch of joy. Who can relate? Identify. Girl, what you feeling?
Tell me what you feeling, not fiction. Oh no. Cause baby, lately you've been feeling so distant. Oh yeah.
Give me rifle, shot straight through your heavy rifle.
get to spit saliva. The rifle them lift up and beat them free. Well place mash up when Sparta step hard like elephant feet. Have some militant girl where we make your mother buy be a coffin and read. Pull up on your hands extension, military weapon, 21 day. 21 day. You want war? We bring peace. Think times when I roll with team. That I fight team. Fix and the boys up the concrete. Be a gunman in a clique.
I feel with Don Julio. She wanna party right now. On a quest to feed her rigor. Yeah, we dance till morning. Them say, Jay, how you move so lavish. Dance all dancing, ain't no stalling. Keep it coming, keep them calling. Got the case on me, got the real deal. Pan standby, railing up with him if you pan standby. Them complain when them see me pan them timeline. We there with red cup table.
Big party girl, how are you there, pan?
I'm here hot up the place, catch a pepper. Girl I climb on the window and the dress on the steel and the panty and the mesh off the take off.
Have you heard of dancehall? Let's go to planet Earth and learn dancehall.
Welcome to the Shatter Kingdom. They technically good in a look for wisdom. Pick up every girl from Japan to London.
Wakanda, come out from the stage. Because you know the whole of the people must have looked.
Blessing us to flow like fountain. This morning, one bag of chanting. Morning, me have breath. What me for worry about? Many things me can do without. Anything me want, Jaja make it start out.
Hi, my name is Simone, also known as Simsima. I am a young, aspiring dancehall performer and dancer in Melbourne, Naarm. I'm nowhere near a videographer, but I decided that I wanted to create this film. The clips that you've seen just before this are clips that I had taken on my trip to Jamaica. It was an experience of a lifetime where I learned about myself and the themes that had come up in the intro about freedom, community, and celebration. I wanted to put this question to people I have met throughout my time being in the dancehall community scene in Melbourne, and I wanted to ask them the question of, what does dancehall mean to you?
Hola amigos y amigas, it's Lorena here. I just wanted to share that dancehall means to me a lot, but in a few words, connection, happiness, and freedom. I'm from Colombia and I have the Caribbean in my blood, so every time I listen or dance dancehall, I feel the connection, I feel super happy, I always have the smile on my face, and I always feel my heart full. So it's when I know I have the freedom, I can be myself, and only I can say I just love dancehall and I want to explore more and more.
To me, dancehall means connection. Connection with myself and my body, and connection with other people that I might be dancing with. I absolutely love it when someone does a groove or a move and everyone just picks it up and we start moving in unison. The vibe is electric. I love it.
I think dancehall to me, if I have to say it in one word, it would be everything. Dancehall is everything to me. I just didn't realize how much a dance form could make me feel so complete from within. Now that I have that feeling, I want it in abundance forever.
To me, dancehall means empowerment. I feel empowered to be myself, but also to be whatever character I want when I'm performing.
To me, dancehall means a collaboratory escape. Through dancehall, I'm able to express and gain confidence with myself while I still connect with others through the movement.
Dancehall for me is liberation. It's freedom, it's humility, it's love, it's light, it's dark, it's almost like a metaphor for duality, like the extremes of what it is to exist as a human being. It can take you to such high highs and make you experience life in such a profound way. At the same time, it can crush you down and make you feel like absolute crap and, you know, make you face your most inner demons just through the practice of being part of a community in this space. Dancehall has a way of cutting through the crap and getting to the heart of people, and sometimes that's beautiful and sometimes that's ugly, and dancehall is just raw like that. You're gonna experience life for what it really is, and that sounds strange that I'm saying this when we're talking about dance and music and fashion and things that seem very entertainment and very light and just fun and vibes. It's all of those things, but at the same time, when you really dedicate yourself into dancehall as a culture and as a cultural practice, it is something much deeper. It's got a spirit, it's got a powerful force that connects deep, deep down into the roots of Jamaican people. And that's why it's so pure and so real and it's so raw. And it's really a reflection, yes, of Jamaican culture and society, but I think it's a mirror for the world to remember what it is to be human, and that music and dance and culture and coming together as community is actually what we need to do. Like, if we want to change this world and stop it going into all these awful, you know, wars and genocide and all these horrible things, dancehall can teach us a lot about what is at the heart of community and how we can come back together basically in a circle, in a space where the energy that we create together is more powerful than even words that we can express.
One back a chanting, firm and planted, blessing us to flow like fountain. This morning, one bag of chanting, morning, yeah.
Ravers like everybody get ready, 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 ready. Everybody get ready, 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 ready. Go to work. Wine pan a gal, party no flop. Ah, shit. What we gon' do? Everybody bossa, 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 bossa. Dance, 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 dance. Everybody bossa, 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 bossa. Dance, dance. We are starting, so everybody know. Rejoice, 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 rejoice. Stop for your second. Funny way, funny way, funny way, funny way, funny way, funny way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ninja wa, ninja wa. Who are sent chefs to my diameca? Ninja wa, ninja wa. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stir fry, stir fry, stir fry, stir, stir, stir fry. Stop for your second in your. Same so. Stop for your second in your. Same so, same so, same so. Ready now? Boogie bongs, boogie bongs, boogie bongs. Right our guns. Boogie bongs, boogie bongs. Boogie bounce fine, here in our lungs. Funny one, funny one, funny one. Girl, jump funny, funny, funny one, funny one, funny one. Every girl them they are know. Shake, 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 shake. Everybody, what's up, 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 what's up? Dance, dance, dance. Everybody, what's up, 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 what's up? Dance, dance, dance. Alright, I know who she tabush and who tap in eye. Be a poop them attack if you crap in eye. Say she want man we fly and a jet in eye. Now star for me movie and get in eye. Alright, get it one, get it one, get it one. Get it one, get it one, get it, get it. Why you man? Now take that, aim to the yard. Rifle back, rifle back, rifle back, rifle back, make it dog them back. Rifle back, rifle back, rifle back, make it dog them back. 4 point, 4 point. Headlock now give me 3 points. 4 point, 4 point. Me headlock now give me 3 points. Right, 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 right. 4 point. Bossa, 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 dance.
We out. Yo, we out. You're not good.
Oh my God. That was absolutely unbelievable. What was the quality of these films? Oh my goodness. Yeah, make some more noise for those filmmakers, because that's something else. And the performers, and the music, like it was so wholesome. It was so beautiful. Well done, that's incredible. So listen, judges, we've got some deliberations to do. Your job is not over. No rest for the wicked. Audience, you have 5 minutes from now to cast your vote for the People's Choice Award while the judges deliberate. Let's take a few minutes and we'll come back together and we'll award those prizes. And this is going to be so tough because I have no idea. Can we put the QR code up again?
You relax.
we dive on. Cause girl like we always ready for the man. So from your sitting good and ready for the action. Say yeah. In a me bedroom me grip like a Spartan. From whip to the chain handcuff for me hand. So from you know you want the grip and you full up attraction. Say yeah. Then I hot like we, like we. Then I hot like we, like we. Then I hot like we, like we. Then I hot, then I hot, then I hot, then I hot, then I hot like we, like we. Then I hot like we, like we. Then I hot like we, like we. Then I hot, then I hot.
Yo, Len, can't start my deal. I'm alone, want so much, girl. John, cut me and cut it up. Me get a compass and circle the tongue. Bring a umbrella, come circle the ground. 2 shot of rum, calm nerves with the rum. I'm looking for a girl with the curves in the palm. Sore throat have a worse in the song. No time for niggas, there's girls to be found. Action not do it, that's verbs with the noun. But don't rush, you become first with the clown. Know your roots like dirt in the ground. Every black man a king enough to search for the crown. Pretty black woman superbly renowned. Come wine from the teacher, reverse, bring it down. Slamming on your net, 30 rebound. Let's say your picture wedding dead, church in the gun. Relationship sink worse if you drown. That meaning already too early for now.
Girl, me love you like that, but your man is here and he don't like that. Come now, baby, and don't look back. Maybe keep you safer than 10 padlock. 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 Keep you safer than 10 padlock.
Me get a T-square, I'm drawing the line. Girls in the front, no boys behind. Baby, your style is alarming the fine. Now you must get a trophy regarding the wine. Tick tock according to time. To the 6:30, something to 9. Every man I say your body bring fun thing to mind. Look on the star ya until you're blind. Me bust like something for crime. Hunting for fine, want something for fine. Mind for my money, car funding for fine. That's something when me need like dumpling design. Tell the selector, pull it up, fucking rewind. Bubble for the devil, got nothing divine. Oh, you bright, so me loving the shine. Love rubbing, she shine, I'm coming, she whine.
Girl, me love you like that, but your man is here and he don't like that. Come now, baby, and don't look back. Maybe keep you safer than 10 padlock. 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 Keep you safer than 10 padlock.
Me get a compass and circle the tongue. Bring a umbrella, come circle the brown. 2 shot of rum, calm nerves with the rum. I'm looking for a girl with the curves in the palm. Sore throat have a worse in the song. No time for niggas, there's girls to be found. Action not do it, that's verbs with the noun. But don't rush, you become first with the clown. Know your roots like dirt in the ground. Every black man a king enough to search for the crown. Pretty black woman superbly renowned. Come wine from the teacher, reverse, bring it down. Slamming on your net, 30 rebound. Let's say your picture wedding dead, church in the gun. Relationship sink worse if you drown. That meaning already too early for now.
Girl, me love you like that, but your man is here and he don't like that. Come now, baby, and don't look back. Maybe keep you safer than 10 padlock. 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 Keep you safer than 10 padlock.
Wine from the teacher. 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 Wine from the teacher.
I love my life. 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 I love my life.
None of we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future the hours away. So me I live my life today. Me I live my life today. Yeah, so long me make me talk what I want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me I go live my life today. live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today. Make a change, don't make nobody stress you. Don't make no blood pressure make your life left you. Never you hurt a soul unless you have to defend yourself if them try test you. Thank God for my life, yes. Me wake up this morning and alive, yes. Make them go and judge, nobody no perfect. And Father God alone bring brightness. If you don't like come and say, go find the Lord. Me nah no time for the work, I time so hard. Them nah mad me nah gonna psycho ward. Or go join the morgue, enjoy my life for y'all. Few friends when me have were dear to me. Me not trust people so me choose them carefully. Them are not clean so them can't come near to me, can't compare to me. None of we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future the hours away. So me I live my life today. Me I live my life today. Yeah, so love me make me talk when me want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me gonna live my life today. Me gonna live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today. Sure, never met nobody get the best of you. Look on the person of the mirror on the dresser too. Tell yourself say you're not gonna make them pressure you. And live life to the fullest that you better do. Just believe me know life not easy. Enough of we never born with gold spoon for feed with. No be greedy, set a pace in a life and achieve it. Listen to me keenly. Love me L-I-F-E until it left me. Me a go and keep happy and I pray to Father God say old age catch me. Me a beg your Father bless me, guide and protect me. For every wrong move when me making on the streets correct me. None of we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future the hours away. So me I live my life today. Me I live my life today. Yeah, so love me make me talk when me want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me gonna live my life today. Me gonna live my life today. So everybody help me sing it out. Me love my life. Me love my life. Me love my life. So me I live my life today. Me love my life. Me love my life.
Simone, you make me want to go to Jamaica. You make me want to visit Jamaica.
This is more than a dancing dynamite, it's a dancing history.
You be done find a new dancing song. Everyone want to dance. You be done find a new dancing song. Everyone want to dance. You be done find a new dancing song. Everyone want to dance. You be done find a new dancing song. Everyone a do this one. That one on him. Give me way. Give me way. All of the girls them a come for me way. Give me way. Give me way. Let me do that dancer. For me way. Give me way. Give me way. Iniquity can't come for me way. Give me way. Give me way. Yeah, the boss. Give me pass. If them no love dance, we no care it. Remember, you be done, come say clear it. Enough of them are gonna like no share it. And I live in our style like a clothes and I wear it. Give me way, you be done, come declare it. Give me way, so them can't compare it. Give me way, so them can't disappear it. Give me way, give me way. All of the girls them a come for me way. Give me way, give me way. Let me do that dancer. For me way, give me way. Give me way. Iniquity can't come for me way. Give me way. Give me way. No, I tell them somebody sit all right then. David and clear them out the way. Shakespeare win them out the way. Color squad bounce them out the way. Jolly belly lift them out the way. Ding dong. Shampoo them out the way. Ching ching. Way up them out the way. Them out the way. When I see them in the way. Logo. Boom. Roll. Slip. Give me way. Give me way. All of the girls them a come for me way. Give me way. Give me way. Let me do that dancer. For me way. Give me way. Give me way. Iniquity can't come for me way. Give me way. Give me way. Yeah, the boss. Give me pass. Instruction time, and no destruction time. Function time, and no malfunction time. Again. Instruction time, and no destruction time. Function time, St. Mary a junction time. Now one a name from your wrist to your shoulder. Set your hand like a bowler. Make a step like a real high roller. Push the baby in the stroller. Money now your bill folder. Every hot girl up the roller. Them a go want take control ya. And I say them have to climb on the pole. That one on you. Give me. Me and the boss. Give me pass. Give me beer. All of the girls them a come for me beer. Give me beer. Let me do that dancer. For me beer. Give me beer. No iniquity can't come for me beer. Give me beer. Them bad boy. Gone up. The dancer gone up. The dancer they just a warm up. We don't care who want go warm up. We not go calm up. The dancer gone up. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. That pin, we in the blackberry top. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. That pin, we in the blackberry top. Gunshot, hostel med like blood clot in it. Try the running ball, peritas select. Extortion attacks me, you come collect. Boy must see things say you joke me did a make. Who out the shot them sound, every youngster know say them connect. Brains pass Mars and reach a one planet. Hey boy, you no soldier dog, I want cadet. Circle them ends and see them pan a wall and stop. Fire split and a beer pan a star long call. To a girl long answer a call and walk up to them and pop off me targos. In I made him never get chance to ball. Two drop, one run off, one a crawl and a ball. Murder somebody help him. Big 4-4 shot a back and a bent pin. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. That pin, we in the blackberry top. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. Pin me your talk, no in no blackberry. That pin, we in the blackberry top. Run out pan him like gold, him frighten your fuck. Man in 9 foot, him foot broke. Shot make him look like me lick him with a truck. Remember me clip fully loaded and it broke. No matter how far you go, me a find you. Only thing me need is a car full of gas, and a matic and a rifle. Drop, pull up beside you. The lifestyle first, circle them ends and see them on a wall.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, we're ready, yo. The votes are in. The votes are final. The people have voted. The judges have deliberated, and we know who is the winner. So I'm going to throw to Kitty Cat from Jungle City to announce the people's choice. And then we're going to throw over to the judges, and they can tell us what they love about the winner. And then we're going to award $500 to somebody in this room.
All right. Well, all I want to say is, personally, I think every one of those was freaking amazing. Like, whoa. Yeah, I actually definitely think that every single video represented dancehall in a very unique, in a different way, just to show how dancehall touches people's lives in so many different ways, but it always comes back to the heart and the soul and how much it changes people's lives. So that was beautiful. So we're going to go with the People's Choice Award first, and then the judges are going to announce the winner and why they chose that winner, because I think it needs explanation. So our awesome tech guy at the back there, we're going to go on the, maybe everyone can count down, and then we will see who the People's Choice is on the screen. So ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. So who's going to come up and represent Scob's Dancehall? P-Town, Kiara. Come. We just have a little prize for you guys that's just a bit of merchy stuff, but I'm going to give you more of these cans. So these are our official Aus Dancehall Fest, what is it? Gin and Ginger from Ace's Bar. It's so you guys are going to get those. And a little package, but I'll fix you up with all of that later. But well done, P-Town. P-Town represent. Do you want to say anything about that, Kiara?
Yeah, just thanks to everyone who was in the video. Thanks to Deco, who really helped us get the moves right. Thanks to Caitlin, who filmed. And then that was my first time editing. So I'm happy it came together. And yeah, the video was a celebration of our house, which has been like a big share house that we've lived in for the last like 4 years. And it's been the place that we all catch up to dance and party and have fun and eat food and make feathers and everything. And it's going to be really sad to leave it, but we've had so many nice memories there. And yeah, we've hosted dancers there and had lots of friends visit and stuff, and yeah, got lots of great memories of it. So I'm glad we could put it into a video to record it.
And big up to all the P-Town family, Sarah, Deco, everyone. Thank you. All right, so now we're going to the official winner that's been chosen by the judges. Latonya is going to say the words.
Okay, so the judges deliberated, and in fourth place, do you want to hear that, or are we just going to go to the winner? No, just the winner. All right, so just a quick explanation before I tell you who won. The judges are necessary because the crowd appeal, they're just going to be like, wow, this is the hottest, yay, fun. But what was the purpose of the video? That's the most important thing. The purpose was to tell what dancehall is, yeah? So just imagine, I've never heard about dancehall. Watching the video, I'm supposed to understand what is dancehall, where it's from, who, who celebrates it, what it's about. So the videos were awesome, first of all. The People's Choice, trust me, the place was like on fire. Everybody was screaming, I was dancing. Yeah. So it was amazing, but if I didn't know what dancehall was, I would be lost. Production-wise, filming-wise, editing-wise, on point. Yeah? But judges, we have to be true to the mission. And the mission is to depict Jamaican culture. So, without further ado, I would like to announce the winner for our Yard and Abroad panel discussion and video screening, video competition. The winner is none other than Sim Sima. Who got the keys to Babima? Who am I? No, Sim Sima. Simone Eve. Congratulations. And Rasta Huxx is going to present the award.
Every minute. TMM means too much money. Them no one get to youth make so much money. Why they fuck me if you watch them? Still have the white paper.
Courtesy of Jungle City and Cypher Culture, Art Centre Melbourne, City of Melbourne, who else? Australia Dancehall Community, and all of the above. Rasta Huxx will do the presentation for the plaque. And then another unique piece. This is like original artwork by the amazing Robin Clare, who is with us tonight, and she's going to present this beautiful gift and prize for our winner. You want to bring up anybody else? Robin, do the honors. And the fourth judge who decides is going to give her a hug. Come on, sick. Wait, there's nothing else? Or he's going to give a speech. I don't know. Oh, yes. So the winner, it's your turn.
I don't really have a speech prepared, but thank you to the judges. I didn't expect to win at all. I kind of just entered the comp because Kat and I, we've been needing the numbers, so so I just threw myself into it and just, yeah, I was fortunate to go on 2 trips to Jamaica, and I had footage from my trip, and I just thought this would accompany really well with, you know, the different stories that we have here in Melbourne, in Naarm, and how we're all from different cultures, a different places in the world, but how we all connect with dancehall in such a similar way. And also big up to the creators as well, and veterans as well here. So thank you.
I'd like to big up the most seen person in all these videos, Mr. Chubby Dice, the superstar of all the videos tonight. Thank you, guys. Oh, photo.
Hold up. Switch again.
All right, so who's step first? Step first. All right, so Tina. All right, Kitty Cat, no.
Thank you so much, everybody. This has been Yarn and Abroad. Big up.